Okay. Welcome to this presentation by Endodiagnosis, the Canadian distributor for EndoSure. EndoSure is the only Tier 1 diagnostic test for endometriosis. It's highly accurate, non-invasive, takes 30 minutes, and is Health Canada authorized. The team at Endodiagnosis is made up of myself, Maria Porcelato, my partner, Carolyn, and Dr. Mary Ellen Haggerty. The McKinsey Health Institute in October 2025 put forward a report called Closing the Women's Health Gap, Canada's $37 billion opportunity. Now is a once-in-a-generation moment to address decades of women-agnostic healthcare. And how do we drop that gap? With the EndoSure test. It uses the EVG, or electroviscerography, which is an ECG-like device for the gut. It non-invasively detects the GIMA biomarker of endometriosis, which is unique to endometriosis sufferers. This test is 99% plus accurate, 95% sensitive, and 96% specific. And this is all surgically verified. Let's talk about the pathogenesis of the endometriosis effect. Endometriosis tissue, no matter where it is located in the body, will produce high levels of prostaglandins, namely prostaglandin E2 or PGE2 and PGF alpha. These neurotransmitters are transported through the circulatory system, and once they reach the smooth muscle and nerves of the small bowel, they create a seizure-like spasm, which produces abnormal GIMA patterns that are unique to endometriosis. And these patterns are detected by the EndoSure test. Testing is very simple. Patients will come in on a 6 to 8 hour fast. Abdominal leads will be placed on their body, as well as a respiratory belt connected. After a quick baseline, a water load is then administered, and 30 minutes later, after reclining in a restful position, the test is completed. The results are instant. There is no biological sample that's required. This test is appropriate for all ages of patients and detects all stages of disease regardless of anatomical location. And it can be used for diagnostic support and post-treatment monitoring. A sample of a report is found on this slide on the right-hand side, and take note of the probability index, which gives a yes or no to whether endometriosis is present, as well as the activity index, which tells us how much metabolically active disease is present. Here is a roadmap of the development of the GIMA biomarker for diagnosis of endometriosis and the scientific study roadmap. You can read through and see how it all began back in 1998, right up until present day in 2025, with the studies that have been made available and the ones that are in progress. Why is Tier 1 testing so important? Because prevention can be obtained through early detection. At least 10% of women are affected. They are currently diagnosed with surgical laparoscopy. 85% of women will have superficial disease, and this is commonly undetected and misdiagnosed by the current imaging technologies available. There is a 5.3-year average diagnostic delay in Canada, and this delay is what allows disease progression, which leads to more complex disease and more expensive care. Let's drop the diagnostic gap by 5+ years for women who are presenting with secondary dysmenorrhea, chronic pelvic pain, GI or urinary symptoms, infertility, and high-risk pregnancy. Thank you for considering the Tier 1 EndoSure diagnostic test, helping to improve lives and save lives of women with endometriosis.